very excited. Well, I'm very excited that I get to be interviewing Steve Wright, the founder of the Managers Who Lead. Steve, thanks for letting me do this in your Facebook group. I appreciate
It's
it.
the mentee having the master come and show me. So I appreciate you taking the time to interview me in the group. So thank you, Amos.
Well, it's my pleasure. And I don't know that I'm a master. I'm trying to be a master in training. Eventually, one day, maybe. But I love that you're part of the Catapult program. Steve is a part of our Catapult program at Empower Network TV. And Steve has launched this group. You're 2 weeks old tomorrow on Sunday.
Hmm.
And already you've got over 50 people in this group. I'm so excited because, and we're going to get into why did you do this? I'm just excited because the heart you carry for people, Steve, is going
Yeah.
to it's going to serve you well in this. So let's get right to it. So if people who do not know you get invited to this group, they're like the Managers Who Lead. What the heck is that about, Steve? Why the name? What's the purpose of this group, and what are they going to find here?
Yeah. It really stems from it's an extension of what I'm planning or growing in my coaching business, SA Wright Coaching. And the opportunity to be part of the Facebook group and the Catapult program really allowed me to sort of nail down and synthesize what it is that I wanted to share. Coming out of IT, 30-year career in various elements of support, systems integration, and customer care, customer support. A lot of it comes down to how you lead your teams, and really the name, the Managers Who Lead, is really a nod to those that are in those positions that have to navigate and deal with the dynamics either of the team, managing up, managing peers, and also those who aspire to that role. A lot of the pain points that people have around management generally are people who are ascribed management or ascribed leadership. They were a peer and now they're a leader, and that can be daunting. There are the dynamics within the teams in terms of building morale. There's a self-care of both the manager in terms of who's being maybe pressured from both sides in terms of managing a team and also being managed themselves. And there's also just the personal development of building that trust and transparency so that you can effectively get things done through your team. And it doesn't have to be in the kind of the goldfish bowl of a corporate organization. Management and leadership are qualities, not just roles. So whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're a homemaker, there are elements that you manage and there are opportunities for you to lead. So again, servant leadership is another big thing that is on my heart, because we have to come from a place of serving. And that's where this group gives me the opportunity to serve the audience, to serve the members by really showcasing what they bring to the table. And that really, that lights me up, because their stories are valuable not only to them, but also to the rest of the audience that can sort of peek in and get some gold, some juice from what's being shared.
Now, a lot of you aren't going to know this, but Steve salsa dances. I just found this out. Steve, can you go into, because the same applies, can you tell the audience what you just told me about how you see dancing and partner dancing and salsa dancing? Can you go into that? Because that metaphor is beautiful.
Yeah, it was taught to me. Typically the man leads in salsa, and so, but it's not. It's fluid. Men and women could lead or follow, and I lead and follow, which is interesting because it ends up I can end up dancing with other men as the follow for that person. But the key is that as a lead, you invite the move, you don't insist it. And there's a very big difference between inviting a move where you lift an arm or you make you position yourself. It's an invitation. If the follow doesn't accept it or doesn't see it or doesn't know how to do it, then it's fine. We continue dancing. No harm, no foul. It's beautiful. When you start insisting, it creates friction in the dance. It creates an uncomfortability between the lead who's trying to make a move for whatever reason, and for the follow who is not comfortable with being forced into a move. And that metaphor plays out so many places where we can, because of our position, because of our need for recognition or authority, we can often be going around insisting on things rather than inviting them. And ironically, we get a lot further with an invitation than an insistence. So
Well,
it's,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see watch your group, just based on the energy you bring. I'm interested to see how you invite your group to come
mm,
journey with you. So if you are someone that would like to be interviewed here, because maybe you're in some management or leadership role, or you're on the other side of it where you're being led by good management or maybe bad management. Maybe
mm.
Steve would like to interview you here to help tell some stories. I know you're going to be doing some trainings down the road too, right? Where people can come on and
Yes, yeah. I'm excited to have practitioners in this space that can really add value to the group. As a person who offers coaching, that's certainly something in my wheelhouse. But I think the opportunity to have like a roundtable discussion, maybe around a particular topic that is, you know, a thorny subject that comes out from the group, would be a great way to sort of showcase a lots of other ways of modalities to get to a solution. And I always say, you know, I'm not everybody's coach, but I'm somebody's coach. And that applies to other people, other practitioners in the space. You know, we don't serve everybody, but we serve somebody. So I'm sure there's going to be value for someone with the trainings and the round tables coming down the line.
so will you have also like micro summits with like multiple different leaders on in different industries to talk about all the things they're learning and gleaning, and then so the like are you gonna have panels?
I think that would be awesome because sometimes people get stuck in they get siloed in their role or their position or their industry. So I'm top of my head, I'm thinking of people who are coming from either you know, an IT role or healthcare or real estate. You know, there's elements that there's similarities, and we, you know, they carry the same title, but there's nuances in those roles in terms of how you show up to lead and how you show up to manage, what you manage and how you lead. So it would, yeah, a micro summit which has a richness of industries or verticals would be powerful. You know, whether you attend it live or you attend it on recordings or whatever, I think there's value there in terms of hearing from different stratas of organizations or even different sizes. It's not even a matter of a vertical. It could just be, you know, you're a solopreneur, small business, to something where you're a larger part of a group. HR professionals. Yeah, there's a lot of elements there that could be brought around the table, and to discuss things that are pertinent. You know, diversity, inclusion, the diversity and inclusion. That's a big thing. You know, either women or minorities in the workplace. That's crucial things to talk about. There's the well-being, mental health. There's you know, there's areas there that I think would be great to just have an open discussion. Sometimes people can't talk about it in their workplace, but they can come to a round table and or micro summit and be heard, be seen, be validated. So
Yeah,
that'd be
and
great.
your group is private, so it, you know,
Yes.
that's another nice layer. Should they put their hand up in the comments and say me? Should they reach out to you personally? Should they do both if they want to be interviewed or on something?
A solid thumbs up or not me too, but a me would work. You know, I'll be reaching out. I'll always be, my door is always open. There's always an invitation to come and chat. I call it a thinking partnership. It's really two minds coming together, co-creating something. And I stole that term from a great guest that I interviewed, and it's beautiful because it's not a matter of your idea and my idea being melded together. It's your idea and my idea co-creating something that is net new. You know, the fact that we can sort of iron sharpens iron, or we can just kind of be in that space where something net new comes out of it, I think is magical. And going into a space anticipating that is part of the skill, part of the power that we can bring to the meeting. So love to invite all and everybody to a chat.
Well, love your energy. I'm excited for your members of the Managers of Lead to just partake in this. And like you said, bring their own gold and their own wisdom and help create a community. Thanks for letting me interview you, Steve. This is a blast.
Thank you.
And you gonna go dancing tonight?
Sunday's my nights for dancing. So
Good. Tomorrow night, okay. All right. Well, Steve, thanks for letting me do this with you. It's always a blast, brother.
All right, love it. Thank you, Amos.
Okay, chat soon.